Hey, Chris Day 2. I'm live.
Oh, you're live. Okay.
Yes, I'm live again. Oh yeah, moved an hour ahead. So now it is 15 minutes past 12. Wow, it's loud in here.
So, what are you watching? This place here, yesterday. This is Taste 360. You can get burgers there. So that, and that's in the pool area. That's one choice for lunch. We're open behind the 12.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, I know what I'm doing. I just don't know the way to it. Oh, so here's a buffet from last night. If you was watching that stream after. Give me all this. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, would you look at this? A table that is not the sun for us.
Sorry. Who's going first?
I don't know. Who's going first?
You go first.
Me?
You're allowed to go first.
I don't even know what to get.
Just get what you want.
Okay. Yay. I don't even know what's here to be honest. If you love if you have watched last stream, which I actually haven't checked, so I don't know. Like, if you have checked and you've seen, so if you have not seen it, quick rundown. Got lost. I still move the rundown, anyways. That's Rocky Road.
And then you've got chocolate cookie cake, fruit salad in Rock House.
They're Rocky Road. Which I waited like 20 minutes for last night.
You've got raspberry vanilla pie, Chinese 5 spice cake.
That's 5 spice cake.
Yeah, did you chocolate cake yesterday? I'll go
Sorry.
Sorry, lovely. got strawberry lime cheesecake. Strawberry lime cheesecake.
Oh, that one has free.
I can check.
Freeze, but. I need a cameraman. A cameraman. What? What?
You can film me yourself eating cake.
How? What do you want me to do? Oh, you want me to just flip that away and get a view of you?
I'm not doing anything.
I know.
If you like to do nothing, don't forget to click like and subscribe.
If you do anything, make sure to like and subscribe.
So good news. No one won the £1 million web giveaway yesterday. So today it's now £500,000.
Oh, why are we not finding them? Duckies.
Because we haven't looked.
I was looking this morning and we were walking around.
What do you mean about duckies?
Duckies. All the round shit people are hiding little ducks. Oh, so if you go around, we've got this thing at the minute where you can find ducks on the Iona.
Oh.
And then other people are hiding, and that's why we found that one yesterday, you know, the little pink one.
No.
You know, a little ducky that he found on top of the stairs. We found a little pink duck, didn't we?
Oh.
I did post it out. Oh, yeah, so it took, look, quite a few people have found him, look.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, look, he's put them out, look. That guy's, oh no, somebody else, look. Hid him on the P&O Iona in the date, which is this week. On this, they've hid him on the strip this week. Where was it? Oh, in the menu, look. Oh, he's in the menu somewhere. Oh, someone's only been on board a day, look, and they've lost the bank card. Okay. They must have been on for a while, but look, we found 12. We're going to have a collection out when we go home.
I'm beating now. I'm not fucking having it. That guy's taking away my family.
Oh yeah, this one here, look. It doesn't look pink on there because we were by the pool, so they had blue lights.
Yeah.
We found it yesterday, didn't we? Yeah, because then this guy that your dad knows on the group chat, on the group page, said, goodness, I haven't even unpacked mine yet. This was last night. You're going to do him this morning after he's had his breakfast. So John, your dad was like, I was going to call him Johnny, your dad, innit? Your dad was like, oh, thanks for the tip, mate. We'll keep an eye out for them.
Yeah, are we doing anything?
What do you do? Well, we can't ship obviously, it's not got into the morning, so but it's plenty to do, we can pot around and do whatever.
And we
Yeah, we're going to pop round and have a look over. It's good anyway, 'cause we were in that place. We were sat in where we were sat yesterday, and with a big glass of silver ball, and there was low underneath there. Someone found some in there yesterday. I said to your dad, I walked past that, and he even looked at it and thought, I think there's one somewhere around that. I sort of back down and looked around. He'd been lazy, gets more to that. It's in 40, when you bend down, your knees don't work like they used to.
Well, she's a bit sick. She's sick before, because that would be a quote.
What?
You know, you see that one, and she's sick before. It would be a quote.
Look out the window. Does that not make you look? Does it make you feel ill? It just makes me go funny when you look out the window. And even you're not going that fast. You can see it go.
Even though I'm not moving, yeah, that's what the problem is moving.
This morning I didn't
My
think I was
head does get pulled back.
Yeah. It doesn't make me sick or anything. It's just a weird sensation, isn't it, when you look out and you think you're not even going that fast, but it just feels like you can feel yourself going. You don't feel it unless you look at. You see yourself going through, can't you?
I can't everywhere. I can't feel it moving, and when I'm shit, my belly can feel my bed shake.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, but all of us not feel my bed shake.
Well, when you're in an airport, sometimes you hit wind when it's calm like this, it's not too bad, it's quite relaxing, isn't it? But I suppose if the way you've got up a little bit, you'd feel it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
This one, I tell you, I bet you the amount of times you've been on a ship, you probably felt it once or twice, haven't you, over the years? Like when it's got really rocky in the sea and whatever, when it's not what I'm in danger or anything, but you felt it a couple of times, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've had bad weather once or twice, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, lovely.
Why has my dad even gone?
I don't know, he's probably picked the longest queue, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I just said to him, it looks like the whatever plastics is really nice, isn't it? But the big queue, isn't there?
Yeah.
Imagine if he's just dipped to another part of the ship.
If I know Johnny, he'd be looking for food. Well, gone out.
Keep on forgetting about zooming in the future.
I know, I do that, zoom in and zoom out. I did it yesterday when I took a photo of the ship opposite. It was like, can you get on out? I was like, oh, I can't get it. I thought, oh, just zoom in. I do that when I take a selfie, zoom in too much. And I've got that nose in my eyes.
Zoom, it's not doing it on my phone screen. It flips the camera and I'm like, what the fuck? It jump scares me. Don't expect it to show my face.
That's what the retouch feature does. Oh, there he is.
I didn't realise it was all the way back down there.
What? All the way back down there.
The food. And normally it's the first part and the back section is normally closed. You worried about me?
No.
You worried about me? You worried about me?
Can't have gone too far. And if you'd fallen off, then they would have snapped the man overboard, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
So we know we can't have gone far enough. If we can see in about 3 hours, we might start sending out search party. Have you seen this man?
Probably be in the pub.
To be honest, I thought you were just
Football
looking
toilet.
for the rubber ducks.
No, I let you guys look for food first, then I went to have a look at the food. We have as much people get out.
Yeah, one or two of the queues apart from it. Surprisingly, the only thing that didn't have a queue was the pudding, weren't it?
Yeah.
I've saved myself the keys.
For keys. Are you gonna look for keys?
We need to go to the shop for you, don't we?
What shop?
The laser
I have,
shop.
well, I've caught myself up now. I've got, luckily, I had a couple of bits in the handbag. But there's one thing I didn't pack. Yeah, I'm not actually doing one for another 10 days.
How many days worth have you got?
Probably tonight, tomorrow, maybe a push.
Yeah, well,
Depending on how heavy it gets. So I've already decided, so it shouldn't be too bad. Probably. Let's not talk about stuff like that when people to know me. I know it's part of human nature.
So, what's up on for today?
We all start.
today's topic is Maria's period.
Oh.
If you've ever had a period, I can subscribe.
I think that would only be the women.
It's still 50% of the population, isn't it? Hopefully about 50% of the population. Saying that, there's meant to be slightly more males on the planet than there is females. It's hard to conceive of it. Because boys are XX, girls are X, one or the other. And the female is always the same chromosome, but it's the sperm of the man that has the variation of the chromosomes. But you have less sperm that can produce a girl than what can produce a boy. That's why they left them. It takes a real man to make it.
Girls XX, men XY.
Yeah, see? 25 years since the last girl, though. That's right. I knew it was something.
And also, I'm not just filming the table, I'm filming the roof.
Yeah, so yes, the female.
And the bottom of my head.
Maria sounds like the chromosomes.
You think you'd know about that, I mean, like Jesus is an able to talk out, wouldn't you? From conception to 5.
Cheers.
I don't have a drink.
He's listened in school anyway. He's listened in that particular lesson, didn't he?
Biology.
Yeah, in that particular biology lesson, he's really quick about the XX and the XY.
Actually, that is one of the only lessons I actually listen
All
to.
female eggs are always X, and then it's the sperm that's X or Y. So there's something every day, don't it?
Oh, I know all about sperm.
Sure you do.
I was going to say something then, but it might punch me across the table.
Punch me across the table.
Yeah, I was going to say, look at that one now.
I mean, I see it.
Sorry.
I kind of see it. If you shaved all...
No, it's just the top of the head, isn't it?
Yeah. If you shaved that off, then you'd look a bit more like it. And took all your piercings out.
I would do, that's how I started, wasn't it? Still got my tail.
What?
That's why we want to do a wiggle.
I've got a brown tail that grows out of me. It falls off. You got a brown tail?
No, I do not have a brown tail that
Thank God I don't, if I relate to you. We're going to start sprouting a little brown tail.
Excuse me.
I feel like it.
You never sneeze your eyes open, your eyeballs fall out.
I've never heard that.
Is that true? You're the one biology lesson. Listen about sperm and stuff. Chromosomes. Who cares about that shit? I want to know if my eyes are going to fall out. There's a sneeze with my eyes open.
We're in 2025. I keep forgetting we keep thinking we're like 2020. We lost like 2 years of our lives, didn't we? I say we lost 2 years of our lives. You lost more of your lives than what we did.
I mean, like, who else have just like enjoyed COVID because they didn't have to go anywhere?
Yeah, we did weird, didn't it?
It was horrible.
It's like, even my dad said, like,
Couldn't go cruising.
remember my dad sitting
Couldn't go on
down.
holiday.
I enjoyed it. I didn't have to go anywhere.
Couldn't go anywhere.
I know, yeah. No, because this is what my dad said. He sat him down and was
Couldn't
like,
fly. Had to cancel all my holidays.
was obviously COVID. My dad was nearly 80, weren't he? So he sat him down and was like, I've never even known it in my lifetime, and you'll never know this in your lifetime. Even though they tend to say a pandemic happens every 100 years, the last one was like smallpox or whatever it is in 1900, where it eradicated half the population. So they seem to say that we have a pandemic every 100 years or something, don't they? And that's why COVID came about.
Yeah.
But like my dad said, previously, you were still allowed to do stuff, weren't you? During COVID, it was illegal to go out your house more than half an hour. It was illegal unless you were going to do your shopping. It was illegal to leave the house unless you were working. It was illegal to even go to school, wasn't it? It went from the illegal requirement for you to be in school to an illegal requirement that if your dad or your mum was a key worker or wasn't at work, you weren't allowed to go, were you?
Yeah.
It's not safety.
Down the park and super green.
But even my dad was said to him, it's just illegal to even go out the house, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's the next room, Vinny?
Are we going to be going to look for rubber ducks?
Well, we can look at ducks on the way. You boys should go next door.
Is that a side quest?
It's side quest.
Like how I got pulled in a side quest in PE, then two of my mates got pulled into another side quest while in a side quest. Yep. What about curry? What floor do we need to go to?
8.
8. What for?
The fish and chips.
No, it's going up.
Look up.
Sorry.
Okay.
We've all come down. The full experience.
Yep.
We're only going up one. Where do you want after?
8.
Doors closing. Doors opening. Deck settled. Come down.
Sorry. Bigger lifts
What number, guys?
4.
4.
Don't fancy walking down there.
Walking down's not too bad, it's the walking up.
Yeah, I don't mind couple of flights, but yeah.
Doors closing.
We'll be back up in a minute. There's in costume, so there's
I'll
a
take
limit.
the same time, do it?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we're not top 10. That's a bit too chilly up there.
Fresh. If you got rid of the breeze, it's not so.
And we are back after this connection. What? Nope. We need to look around just in case for duckies. More of a challenge. What's more of a challenge? What's more of a challenge? Looking for rubber ducks or looking for a table? How many rubber ducks have you found? Huh? No, I mean like toll. Oh. Didn't Liam find one though? No, I mean toll. No. Yeah, I was just around over there for like 20 minutes just to find Rocky Road. Speaking about Rocky Road, is there a Rocky Road over there?
Alright, go and have a look. I was going to have some tea, but it's not sick.
Yeah, I was starting about this pub for good 15 minutes. Just over it. There is Rocky Road, by the way. There is Rocky Road. Yep.
Yeah, do you want to go? Yeah, fine. Do you want to go? One monkey song there.
Yeah, Rocky Road there. I think, can't I? Just saw the thing on it. I think it is. I don't know.
That roll, that's three, Scott.
I know. I've run into a problem. No tables.
Just come there.
Where did the dad go?
Just dip down there to go.
It's right here.
It was a table.
There was.
Yeah.
Any place where I can get a drink? Anywhere I can get a drink from?
What, water?
Yeah.
There.
Where? Oh, there. No, I was reading that, not the water
Do
part.
you want it now or do you want it later?
I don't know.
If you want it later, use this water.
Good. Oh, something now.
This is instant water. That was power wash simulator.
Thanks.
Whoa.
For the both of us.
Oh, they drink water.
No, we both play games.
She's got confused. What they saw as a gaming challenge when they were 40 and 50, it was the same gaming challenge as you. We didn't have phones and infrastructure.
Oh, what
They
I,
only had his hands.
for my game man challenge, I just kind of like hit those feelings.
So, but should I be something we start? A gaming channel?
Gaming
Yeah.
sounds like a gay Chinese person.
Why play games?
Okay. Boom. So we're playing games today. First game of the day is find dad a table. Go.
Fuck your table.
Okay, I didn't mean like that. What if I should have got some to eat?
Ah. Yeah, but that's definitely an idea. Gaming.
So, bitch is kid.
How's the idea?
This is a fantastic idea. Why did you didn't come and bought the magazine?
Huh? What magazine?
Tell you what's on.
Where is the magazine?
Put on your phone.
What phone app? Oh, I'm not. Ball on.
I didn't think of that.
What?
I could have found a table here and bought my food in there.
Oh. What is this? Like Princess? What is this? The Piano Cruises version of Princess Sky? Of Princess Eye?
I think it is, yeah.
That's what? The pianist could actually
Wrong there from last time, by the looks of it. Or is that somebody else's? Not somebody else's.
See, I'm still finding stuff about the ship. About the ship. What's this? Oh, DJ booth. Hey, Dad, you can run that part, the DJ part.
Certainly can.
Because when you a DJ,
You what? What am I doing?
what's up?
You sit down, man. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. What do you
Rubber ducks, rubber ducks. What is that? What is this part?
Whatever you want. There's a thing you get in your room that tells you all the stuff that's going on in your room. You want to look for ducks? Right, you just got to go and look for ducks. And I'll be sat here. Go.
Bring your card with you just in case you want to get a drink.
Oh, Dad, shall I make like the whole cruise, like every cruise video, like
Duck hunt.
no, like just like a video? You know what I mean? Like I take parts of each live and make it into a video.
Yep. We're here, Clubhouse, decade.
Okay.
Right at the back.
It's a possible video of cruise. Go check out for I mean. Yeah. Good. see, other people don't take hunts as serious as me. Let's go. There's a, oh, if there's something I need to find, let's go. Beyond promenade. I didn't see. I know. I'm not float. Huh? I know. We've been clickbaited. Or I haven't deserved it. I think it is clickbait. Yeah. Oh. No, I just feel kind of glad. I'm kind of glad that we didn't get either of us didn't get a balcony.
It's not worse than yesterday. It was freezing yesterday.
I know. Here's the thing, I didn't really feel it yesterday because I was wearing like 5 layers. Oh. Hopefully it heats up. I wonder what people wear like jackets. I just head back into my room to put my hoodie on.
I would be better if we were wearing swimwear because we could stop in the hot tub.
No. Oh, what's happening over here? What's happening over there? I'm still cold. I shouldn't be this cold. Nothing was going to prepare me on how cold it was out there and the wind. Yeah.
when you left the Wally, the place.
Oh, I think my dad's recording the segment right now. Well, I know you've not found one.
No.
You've only been gone fucking 6 minutes. If that.
To be fair, yeah, the wind was strong.
There's not many ducks outside, really.
When he was getting back inside, there was just like burst of wind entering. What's happening over there?
Cartoon drawing. You'll get a piece of paper.
Cartoon drawing. Well, here's the thing. I didn't bring a pencil, but I brought a calculator. I just hope I can remember to put it back in my blazer. Oh. How we do it? Because we wouldn't be able to see the screen thing. It looks like they can draw it on a whiteboard.
Around there.
Around where?
Yeah, I can see more.
And also, have you seen how many people there are there? I like a bit of it. You want to get the paper?
Yeah.
Huh? Okay.
Me.
Oh. Any rubber ducks anywhere? I feel like I've missed a rubber duck somewhere. I don't even know how to do this. How do I do this?
What cue?
No. I know how to cue. Like, how do I do this mission?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go look for rubber ducks. If I get lost, then just text me where you are.
How can I text you where you're lost?
No, if I'm lost.
Text me.
Just tune into the live stream.
You win £500 apparently.
We're almost an hour into the live, like 44 minutes in. Take a pot? I don't know. Can you take a pot? Yeah. Again, I don't know how to do this. How do I?
There's one in there.
Ah.
There's one in there that's here. So, yes. Okay.
How are we doing? You okay?
Yes, thank you. Are you?
Very good, thank you.
Yeah. Ready to draw?
Yes, can I fall, please?
Yes, of course you can.
Always ready to draw.
Right, that's all right. Well, that's okay. That's great. Thank you
Thank
for
you very
coming.
much.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Hopefully they like explain the rules. Huh? We make our own rules up. Well, we're just gonna do it as we play.
Oh, it's going on the moon like can you put down? Start today.
Dad, what is that, by the way? That.
It's a kids' play.
Why is there just a kids' play area?
So kids can play. Use the term. Oh, these are low.
I know. I was like, oh, lower than I thought.
I do.
Did did someone say cards?
So, times it's got.
Huh? Time? 11 minutes. 1 minute past 1.
Oh, we should have gone to family drama.
Why?
Snappy games and battle with the performances of all age. We're at the. Don't know. Oh, the caricature workshop. Doing our award-winning caricature artist Andy Gilbert.
What is
How
that?
to draw cartoons.
How to draw cartoons?
Yeah. There's a shuffleboard competition at 2.
So, are we going to be able to draw our own cartoons or what?
Yep.
I still have brought this stand with me. Get up for this. Still. Don't fall. Okay, same up. Are you going to record a segment or?
No, because it's only food to do today.
Huh?
I only record food today.
Oh, you're only recording food today?
Yeah.
Oh.
You remember?
I don't know. She just disappeared. Why don't you live stream your cruises?
No one watches this shit.
No. Where are you going? Oh.
Yeah, it's very good.
So, let's say we have a one in. How many people on the cruise? Around 6,586. Which would leave me with 0.00015 times it by
So I do got what I wanted.
86.
You let people push in front of me in the queue.
0.01
Are you going to go back today?
No.
times it by 0.02.
Where's so stressed out?
Huh?
Where's so stressed out?
It's taken the same amount of time to get put in the lemonade as you would have done to get a cocktail anyway. Who's one person on a bar full of people?
Plus 4.
Okay.
So
Drawing competition.
3 plus
It teaches you how to do it.
6 plus
I'm going to go out and try and find somewhere to have some of this.
17.
Not
So there's around
shit
about
to this fucking point.
17% chance that I get to do this correctly. Or actually be able to find a rubber duck.
Yeah. Max.
Which
Should-
no, you
You're
got
on,
to
you're
do
on Scott's live stream.
What?
You're on Scott's live stream.
No?
Oh, okay. I can hear you there ranting. There you go now.
We have a 17% chance of finding a rub duck.
There's not a door there, is there?
We could do them that way.
No, we came in over there.
Why did I start that door?
How many people on the cruise?
6,000 something.
I got
I don't think there's a door there.
6,586.
There's a door there. That's where we went out.
Who's all there? No, that's the promenade deck. Look, there's people outside.
Yeah, we have around about 17% chance of finding a rub duck.
How'd you calculate this?
Easy. Look on the live stream. I done 1 divided by 6,586. Then I think what did I times it by?
What do you get? 6,586.
I just guessed on how many people on the cruise.
Well, you know what you need to do, don't you? And this is what you can do. You don't have to play the drawing challenge. You play the counting challenge. You take your pen and paper. Now do a tally chart. Put 4 stripes and 1 through it for 5. Count everybody.
I'm not counting everybody. There's around 1 divided by 6. It'd be good if I had to calculate. 1 divided by 6,586 times 5.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to welcome you all along to my cartooning workshop. Just to give you a brief introduction, my name is Andy Gilbert and I'm the caricaturist on board the Iona this week. Now, when I say caricatures, these are the sort of things I do on the ships. In fact, I've got a session this evening. If anyone wants to come along and have any caricature drawn, I'll be in the atrium, somewhere in the atrium, usually on deck 6. If you want your caricature drawn, or you can even just want to come along and have a look, see how it all works. There is a charge for the caricatures, just so everyone knows, at £12 per person for each caricature. It's payable, of course, on your cruise card. Now, these caricatures, I mean, I've been very, very fortunate.
There's around
to be given the
116 people here.
to work on P&O cruise ships now for around 9 years. I've probably worked on the Iona the most now, I think, over the years, but I've worked on all of them, with the exception of the Arcadia. So I do lots and lots of caricatures on board the ships, and also back home in the UK, it's very, very popular entertainment at things like weddings, parties, corporate work, even in places like shopping centres where people may want to sort of take a break from the shopping, perhaps have a bit of caricature drawn. So it's very popular entertainment. Maybe at a wedding, it takes me round about 4, maybe 5 minutes maximum per person that's sitting in front of me. That's head and shoulders, a bit like the handsome chap here, which is of course. So, on ships, maybe sort of 7 or 8 minutes or so, because it's a little bit more relaxed, and guests like to talk to me, ask me bits and pieces about my work and what pens I'm using, that sort of thing. So, it keeps me very, very, very busy. Now, I also run these cartooning workshops. Again, I travel all over the UK, going to schools, colleges, all sorts of venues in the community. And people say, you know, Andy, I won't be able to draw, I can't draw, I'll never be able to draw sort of a cartoon like that. And I say, I actually passionately believe, I really do, that we can all draw. It's all about practice. Practice, 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 and more practice. And you know what, I don't apologise how many times I say that today, because it is all about lots and lots of practice. That's what it is. It's, of course, dedication and determination, because you've got to be determined to do it. I mean, just as a point of interest, I've never had any formal art, no formal art background. I've never been to university, I haven't been to art college or anything like that. Of course, I'm not advocating to anyone in the audience today that you shouldn't do those things, but I came a very, very different route. And as the old saying goes, in the very early days, it was 1 step forward and 3 back until you get established. My major breakthrough regarding the cartoon work, like the example I've got on the easel at the side of me, my major breakthrough was I actually broke into the greeting card market, and a company at the time were called Rainbow Greeting Cards. They took me on board with, I think it was 5 other cartoonists at the time. So I was producing humorous artwork, you know, the humorous ones that you see in the shops all over the UK and overseas. And their range featured a lot of animals, particularly sheep, dogs and cats. Then I moved over to a company called Noltat Limited, who are still around today. So I was producing not just the artwork for them, but the little jokes on them as well. The cleaner end of the market I always hasten to add. I don't know why I say that, but I always do. So what we're going to be doing today, okay, we're going to make a start in a moment, because we're all sort of like, always limited for time at the workshops, I suppose, because of other people coming and doing their act following. So we're all going to have a go at drawing this character. Now, when we have a little go, follow me stage by stage, piece by piece. That's how it works today. As I draw a little bit, you follow me. Try and draw similar to mine, but if you want to tweak it, if you want to do it a little bit different, that's absolutely fine, honestly, it really is. If you want to do it slightly different, we'll have a go in a moment. But I'll just show you a couple of quick shapes. Just a quick thing before we make a start. People say to me, Andy, you know, for instance, oh, it's not going to look exactly like yours. And I say, well, it'll look similar, but it won't be exactly the same, because we all develop our own drawing style. The analogy I make is that if we're all in here today writing the same paragraph, of course you'd have the same content, the same words, but of course each and every one of us, our handwriting would look slightly different. And it's the same with art. And again, going back to the practice, I've been doing this for so many years, and I'll say 9 years on the ships. It's been a fabulous, fabulous time. So, you know, we can all do it. I passionately believe that. One very quick thing as well before I make a start. People also say to me, Andy, I can't draw, I won't be able to draw well unless I've got nice expensive pens, paper and pencils. I say, no, hang on a second. I can start with the most basic paper and pencils, because at the end of the day, those expensive pens or paper and so on won't draw for you. You'll get a nice quality of line with nice equipment, but again, it goes back to practice. I can't stress that enough. So enough of me waffling, because I've gained a little bit of a reputation, particularly on the ships, of talking too much. I mean, if you see me, which you probably will, around the ship at some point, if you want to stand chatting to me, look at your watch, give yourself a good half an hour, you'll never get away from me. I mean, having said that, if you do get away, you want to run, you'll run, and I can't run, or not very fast anyway. So, you know, that's your escape plan. So I'm just going to do a couple of quick examples. For instance, just watch for a few moments, because we'll make a start in a minute. The eyes, I tend to do them either an oval shape, like an egg shape, or a circle. Let's take that number 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so number 1, I bring the eyelid about halfway down. Now, wherever I place that dot for the eye, that character I like to think is looking that way. Number 2, I'm going to bring the eyelid 3/4 of the way down. And on that one, I'm going to do a very careful line close to that one, to the eyelid. And it's like, I like to think, a sleepy sort of appearance. Number 3, I don't know, I think on number 3, obviously there's hundreds I could show you, but time won't permit. Number 3, a dot there, one there, I like to think that character is looking straight ahead. Now somebody said to me, it was actually when I was actually on the Iona fairly recently, someone said to me at one of the cartoon workshops about getting a character, a person asleep, for instance, or an animal asleep. I said, well, keep it simple, 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 simple. That is the key to it all, it really is. So, think about it. Let me just move my board slightly. So, think of a letter L, side by side. So, let's curve it slightly. Letter L, put the nose over there, facing down, like a big number 3 shape for the cartoon here, with a letter J inside, part of his neck. I'll just put a very quick t-shirt top on him. Maybe eyebrows, a bit of scruffy, wild hair over the top. A bit like mine when I had a little bit more a few years ago, you've got to believe me on that one. So, the classic mouth there, the cheek there, and of course these Zs. Now, I went into a school, I visited a school recently. Some of them asleep, of course, and the boy said to me, Andy, why do cartoonists and caricaturists draw the Zs of a person asleep? He won't be knowing those Zs. I said, how would you know if you're asleep? And he didn't know what to say. So I think I sort of know a little bit. So anyway, very, very simple. Let me just give you a quick example, because we're all going to have drawing the wonderful sheet that's on display. I've got a little bit shorter paint today, so I'm going to have to sort of shrink it down a little bit more when I start. But anyway, let me just show you very quickly. An oval shape, half of one. Now the nose on this one is over the top there, a smaller oval shape on the front. Big half moon shape. Nice big shapes, half moon shape there and there. Okay, this one, eyebrows, like a big number 3 that I've turned around. One the correct way around on this one, some spiky fun cartoon hair. Now on this one, I'm going to do a bit like a question mark shape without that dot on it. So for part of his back of his head and part of his neck, underneath, there look, let's pop the collar on him, name tag, part of his body, there, and then we've got the classic cartoon dog, there we go, with the eyes. So there we go. So very, very simple shapes. People say, Andy, I can't draw a straight line. I said, forget it. We don't really need to draw that many straight lines, if any at all. So what we'll be doing today, we'll be using these simple shapes like on the sheet, and that big letter C, the middle of his nose there, like a letter T inside. Sort of, maybe, I don't know, like a U shape there for the ears and so on. Tongue, very big tongue there, teardrop shape. Again, it's a great one to start with the sheep because we can do all of this, all these classic lines for his body. I mean, I suppose his feet really over this fence. Just keep it simple, like a rock in the garden, okay? So, shall we all have a go?
Yeah.
Can't hear you, shall we all have a go?
Yeah.
Now, are we all about ready?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So just a little tip. I mean, I'm going to draw mine a little bit smaller because I'm normally, the paper I normally have is a little bit longer. So I'm going to draw it a little bit smaller on here. But when you draw yours, try not to draw it too tiny, okay? Because obviously people want to see a cartoon when you're drawing it, you know. And it's good fun, so have a go. I know it can be tricky. It was your very first time having a go with me. You haven't seen me before anywhere or on board any of the other ships. It's sometimes tricky to gauge it for the very first time with me. Have a go. What I will allow you to do, honestly, you know, if you have got, you know, some of the pencils, because we had such a vast number, which is fabulous. Thanks for all coming along. We had a lot of pencils with erasers on. There's a few maybe amongst you that haven't got, you know, got the smaller pencils, haven't got erasers. So I do apologise for that because we have a huge following of guests today, thank you. So if you've got one of the pencils without the eraser, you're just going to have to go for it. Those that have got a little eraser on, I'll allow you to rub out, but under no circumstances, anyone in here today, must you flip your paper out and start again. I should be watching, I've got eyes in the back of my head. So, and by the way, when we make a start, I'm going to get the guys to lock the door so you can't escape. Shall we all go for it? Shall we make a start?
Yeah.
Right, okay then. Let's get ready. Let's make a start. So I'm just going to move. I'll just move my board slightly more towards me. Okay, so I'm moving down. Again, I've probably come down roughly about a quarter of the way down. So start with me. Let's draw a nice oval shape for one of the cartoon eyes. So have a go. That's what it's about today. It isn't all about me, of course. It's about you guys as well. Let me just have a quick drink of water.
What's yours over there for?
Huh? What?
It is water, by the way. It isn't.
What's up with wine? Because he put his
Right, okay, so now what I'm going to do, everyone. Are we all right so far, by the way?
Yeah.
The sheep in that is actual fact. The sheep is one of the easier ones to draw. Believe me, it really is, honestly. Right, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to draw off of one at the side, but I'm not going to draw quite so low down there because I'm going to sort of push the part of his nose pointing up slightly round in a moment.
What do you say?
I always forget this, you know, every workshop I run, I always get my magic wand here, which I think tucked in my shirt. So we're going to have a go at that part there, if you can see that in a moment. So, what we do is, we draw it out carefully. If I do a little bit at a time so you can see, if I stop there for a moment, I'm going to put that right round, bring it right round, like a sort of big horseshoe shape inside. Look at that, there we go. Now, as a guide, roughly, that line there where my finger's pointing on the paper, or I could use my magic wand, I suppose, it's roughly in line with that outer part of the eye. Doesn't have to be exact. In other words, I haven't stopped too short or I haven't continued around here. Just a guide to help you. Is everyone okay so far? Yeah, you don't sound too sure. I can't hear everyone. Can you speak up? Are you all right?
Yeah.
Fabulous, thank you. Wonderful. Right, here we go. Now, what we're going to do, everyone, we're going to do that part of his nose inside. Okay, there. So again, if I get this classic magic wand, as I call it. We're going to, I liken it to a bit like a T-shape. Think of things of like numbers and shapes. Keep it simple. You know, there's a sometimes a thing in this sort of art world that people say, oh, you're drawing it wrong, you shouldn't be doing it that way. And honestly, I never subscribe to that. And, you know, I chat about this to a lot of friends of mine that do artwork and cartoons and caricatures. And I think it's how we see things through our own eyes and interpret that on paper. So, in my opinion, it's going to be wrong. Right, here we go then. Curve it about halfway down, cross there slightly. And just that other curved line, just there. There we go. How about that? Wonderful. We've got him. Fabulous. Again, thank you all.
That's why he did the line
today. Because I sometimes wonder because there's lots and lots
he done it now.
Here. So you know, a really big thank you for you all coming along today. Right, just for a moment or two. I may just pop up top now and do the eyebrows, but once again, as I said earlier. If you do want to do things slightly different, if you want to do a more of a bushy eyebrow or a different style of eyebrow, that's absolutely fine. Honestly, you know, it's your, as I keep saying, it's your cartoon, your drawing, you know, feel free to tweak it, to do it slightly different if you want to, of course. Okay, right, so if you're all alright so far, doesn't matter which side you draw first, a bit like the shape of a leaf in the garden or something like that, or like a big sort of U shape. So I'm just going to pop one over that side there, look, there, with a little line in the middle, and of course maybe slightly bigger this side to the perspective. Nice big floppy ear coming over.
Where's he left it?
Wonderful.
Yeah, you hear that? Someone's going to Josh.
Fantastic.
We're not going to Georgia, that's what. Yeah, I got one.
Right,
okay.
Left it.
So,
Yeah.
I've never seen
are
him
we
have a
all, are
pencil,
you all
have I?
keeping up with me? Are you all okay?
I had a feeling that.
Brilliant,
When
good,
you know,
yeah.
you can tell if someone's a lefty.
Have a go.
You do things
Have a go with me, that's what it's all about today.
There's things
Okay,
opposite.
so what I'm actually going to do next
Finger.
is
Big
just
eyebrows.
extend that line of the mouth slightly up more, a bit more up towards the eye, and a little half moon shape on top. So in case you missed, it's that tiny line there, if you can see it, or I believe it's on the screens around the clubhouse. Okay, there we go. So that little line there, a tiny line down, there look, tiny line down, and then that lovely big tongue, that big teardrop shape with a line in the middle. Wonderful. That's fabulous.
You did like something like that.
I know how to draw a bloody
Fantastic.
giraffe.
It's not giraffe, it's just
As I say,
sheep.
if you draw with me, step by step, try not to rush ahead without me. You know, if you've got you took a picture and you've got a photograph in front of you, try and stay with me the best you can. It'll work nice and you'll have a really nice cartoon masterpiece to take away. Right, underneath, the other part of his mouth, there look. Now I'm just going to do a little bit of shading on the left hand side and the right hand side of the tongue. It just emphasises his tongue more. And I might do a second line close to that one there to create the lip. There we go. Look, how about that? You know, as we were getting set up, a couple of people asked me, you know, the guests asked me, have you drawn that one, this one on display? Yeah, it's all my own work. That is all done by hand with a combination of sort of black pens for the outline and a lot of marker pens for the colour work as well. So that is all by hand. Which most of my, well, nearly all of my work is.
He didn't do like that.
Sort of using computers.
Mason,
and so
I know how to draw a
on.
bloody...
My name's not Mason.
Right, okay.
It's Rise or not.
We're going to do a few wavy lines now. Look, those few wavy lines there towards the tongue. So, a little bit at a time, coming down. A little bit there, a few at a time. To get that part of his head there on the inside. There we go, look. Look at that, there we are. We've got it. If I can do it, guys, you can as well. So
Oh,
we're
this
going
man
to
can't
start
look more like a dog.
creating now using, obviously, you know, his woolly coat. We're going to start creating the body in a moment, but first of all, I may just put some spiky hair on top, because it's a cartoon when all said and done. So, spiky hair on top, there.
On where?
I want to size a bit more.
Okay, right, a little bit of fur, or his woolly coat, whatever we want to call it, on the left-hand side, look, just underneath the ear, on the left-hand side, there. There we go, just a little bit there for
It's worse
effect.
than bingo. Me and Mr. Steve.
Then what I'm actually going to do next is start creating the back of his head and his body by doing a slightly heavier line than those lines inside for his woolly coat.
Nice,
Okay,
like a
so
dog.
I'm going to start.
Has he got one eye?
I'm going to start pretty
He
much
has
over
two
here,
eyes.
over the
Nice.
top, quite high, coming down, and I'll stop there for a moment so you can see what's happening. I'm aiming to come sort of diagonally towards the side of my paper. So if I do a few at a time, a bit more, I might curl it round a bit more there. Now I'm gauging, I don't want to draw too far down because I'm committing myself with my pen, so I'm plan ahead where I want each line to finish. Of course, those that have got an eraser on your pencil, you can rub some lines out and you think, oh, I've gone too far down, or so on and so on. So I'm just moving down, I'm
Finish
trying to
mine,
gauge it, because what I'm going to do next,
No, it's just about.
I'm building it up in like little building bricks or building blocks. So I'm going to put part of the fence down there in a moment, or the gate, the farm gate, whatever you want to call it, just down there. So I'm going to pop that sort of down here, okay, down there, maybe towards the bottom of my paper. Now I'm just going to do a few wavy lines, a little bit lighter lines to represent the wood. There, okay. So we're building it up stage by stage. We will of course work on the left hand side shortly, and the other part of the gate over here in a second or two. So have a go. So if I might just go over, make that a bit heavier, that line, because that's of course the outside of his body there. Okay, so I'm just going over those lines to make those a bit heavy. There we go. I like to think the sheep is quite an easy one to show, to demonstrate, because it's a lot of curly lines really, so fairly easy I think in a sense. Right, okay, now what we're going to do, I'm just going to draw a little bit of the garden gate
That's what
there, or
Cam's
the-
supposed to
sorry,
look
I
like.
should say farm gate, or even the garden I suppose if it's in your garden. So just a little bit there, and then put part of his up there as well. So I think I'll just go across slightly with part of the fence or the gate. Another line to set the scene, and then what I'm going to do whilst we're here is put that over there, so it gives the impression it's actually like leaning over the garden gate, or farm gate I should say. So here we go, have a go at this. Like, oh, imagine you're drawing like a rock in the garden, that sort of thing, like that. Okay, now what I'm going to do on mine is just add a little bit of careful shading, so it sort of emphasises that more. So, you know, whatever you want to do, however you want to do your shading, that's absolutely fine. And then, of course, we will continue across there in a moment, in the middle, and put the other one on the other side as well in a moment or two. Are you all still with me? Are we all okay?
Yay!
Well, that's a bit. Are we all still okay?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Fantastic. Right, okay, next part then. Let's continue across there a little bit. Okay, there we go. And of course underneath as well for the other part of the gate. And then I'm just going to represent some lines of the wood. I mean, we can get a bit clever if we want to and represent like a knot in the wood. I liken it to, I might do one on this one, a bit like looking into the centre of a flower to create, like a rose or something, to create a knot in the wood. Might even do a small one there as well. Okay, so there we go. So I may go a little bit further. Now it's getting to the stage now where we've got to gauge it more. But what I'm going to do before I put the other sort of foot over there, I'm going to do the other side of his body on the left-hand side. Okay, but hang on a minute. Okay, so we're all at the same part, hopefully. Right, okay, here we go. So, what we're going to do, everyone, we're going to create a bit like we did for the back there, for the back of his head and his back. We're going to do his tummy over this side. But again, if you notice, it just slightly diagonally to the left of the paper. To gauge it the best you can on your drawing now, I think if I was to, in a sense, it might look as though it's too far in. Of course, way out there, I think too far out. So I'm going to go just to the left-hand side of the middle of his nose. So if I draw a little bit, and then sit back a moment, okay, so I can gauge it. Yeah, it's looking good. So I'm moving diagonally, sort of down and towards the side of my paper. A little bit more. Okay, so I'll stop there for a second, because of course I want to put the other foot over the gate in a moment. So as I say, you can see with this particular one, it's a lot of these sort of wavy, curly lines. So as I keep saying, you know, I think it's quite an easy one to draw and show, you know. So there we go. So the other part, or the other foot's over there. There we go. How about that? And a little bit of shading in there just to emphasise that a little bit more.
What happened to his hand?
And then, of course, what I'm going to do is continue that fence across there.
I'm concerned about this fence.
I might actually have it represented on the display one, but I've got a little bit more room on the one I'm drawing at the moment, so I might actually put the other sort of post up there as well. How about that? There we go. A few lines on there to represent again. So, just filling this in to represent the wood. There we go. Now I might actually squeeze it across, maybe, possibly, another part of the gate, top of the gate there, or that part of the post I should say. Across there, but it's coming off the bottom of the paper I like to think, so a bit of wood there. There we go. Now we've got, I think now, I really do believe any tricky parts we've got done. So it's sort of, I like to think, as I call it like now, dressing it, adding all the bits and pieces. You can of course get carried away now with all these lovely curly shapes. What we will do, I'm just going to switch pens because I don't want the sort of wool inside to be too heavy with my heavier pen. So first of all, I think we'll do a few teardrop shapes. Like that, for these drips and drops coming down, you can do 2 or 3 or 203, whatever you want to do. Get a little bit of shading on those.
Teardrops. Teardrops.
And then all we're going to do, everyone, is just get really carried away with all of the wool inside. So lots and lots of nice curly shapes. It'll take a little while to get it sort of done. Okay, but I'm here till next Saturday, so we're okay.
Same.
There we go.
How'd you get his legs?
So, lots and lots of these curly shapes. That's all you need to do to represent this wonderful woolly coat. Look at this, my goodness. As I said earlier, if I can do it, you can as well. Honestly, you can really. So, not forgetting over the top as well, maybe above his cartoon ears, and this little bit on the left hand side as well, look. Just have a point of magic wand on my main paper, look, a little bit in there as well. There we go. So as I say, it takes you a few minutes. In actual fact, what I may do is just go over the drips and drops to emphasise them a bit more with my heavier pen. Or my sort of, it's got a much stronger nib on it, or a heavier nib, I should. So there we go, how about that? So, back to the sort of curly shapes. There we go, lots of these curly shapes inside. So as you can see, as I said earlier, with some of those simple shapes, simple shapes, we can create all sorts of fun cartoons. And then in between here, let me go back to this one, some more of his woolly coat down here underneath between the gate there. So all the way across, not forgetting that of course as well. Now I've just noticed on mine, the outer part of his body there, or his tummy let's call it, on that left hand side, I've got a little gap in the fence here, look, or the gate I should say. So all I'm going to do is draw that heavy line to the other part of his body down there. So can you see that? Just a little extra there, look. Okay, between the gate. There we are. Okay, so getting on really nicely with this one now. Now, of course, the eyes, as I explained earlier at the very start, I'm going to give a couple of quick demonstrations. Going to put the eyelids on first. If you have a look on my display easel, where I've got my magic wand pointing on there, look, and of course the dots for the eyes. So I think again you do it however you want. In fact, I may actually do a little bit different on mine. I may sort of
As you can
just
clearly
to
see,
mess
that
it around a
is
little bit. I
different.
may go quite high on the right to bottom left.
What's wrong with
And I may just get him crafted inside, even though he's looking, or he's sort of leaning over the farm gate. A couple of bits and pieces for the eyes. There we go. So he's just sort of craftily looking to one side. But again, as I said earlier, please feel free to tweak it, to do it a little bit different on your. That's absolutely fine. It really is, honestly. So all we need now is to sort of start, you know, add extras, a little bit of grass or some shrubs or whatever you want to do at the
Where's his
back
arms?
there. Maybe a few clouds.
Those
in
are the
sky.
hands.
So
You can't see his like
just
limbs.
representing a little bit of
Cleaning over
spiky,
fence.
Yeah.
sort of grass and pointed shapes over here, look, whatever you want to do. Anything different, of course, as I keep saying, please feel free, whatever you want to do. There we go, so a few of those. I might put some at the back of him as well. I haven't had space on the display, but I've got a little bit of space on my drawing board here. So, with the grass there. Wonderful, look at this, my goodness. Couldn't be any easier. Right, okay, now what I'm going to do, just to bring it together a little bit, I'm going to represent some clouds, or put some clouds in the sky at the back. Now, a lot of cartoonists and caricaturists, including myself, we tend to draw in this style, this way. But again, it's entirely up to you how you draw yours. I have actually switched pens because I like to think that line would need to be much lighter at the back because it's in the distance. So it doesn't need to be a really, really heavy line because this is the character you should see when you look at, or anyone looks at your cartoon. It shouldn't be competing with the background. So a little bit lighter line for the clouds back. May even put the sunshine up here on this side. Again, lots of cartoonists and caricaturists draw the sun like that. I know when I was at school I used to do it like a circle with a little lines all around it, a bit like a sort of spider, which is nothing wrong with that, but many of us draw it that sort of way. So we're coming quite close to completing this one. Now, what we tend to do on this style of cartoon, I wouldn't do it if I was drawing a caricature of you, if you were sitting in front of me having a caricature drawn, but these type or style of cartoons, many cartoonists and caricaturists, including myself, we do a lot of these, or some of these, what we call movement marks. It doesn't matter where you put them, it's sort of like a big letter C shape, or half moon shape. Sort of tries, it helps to try and get it a bit of light, to bring it to life a little bit more, with these sort of exaggeration marks. I may even put a couple at the side of his tongue on the right, maybe two there on the left, because I've just noticed as I've actually got them on the display easel. There we go. Fabulous. So we're almost there now, everyone. Kept up with me and you've all been okay. Might just add a little bit of shading. Okay, there we go. I'll do just a little bit of shading here and there. Not too much, don't want to overdo it. Because I'll sort of give you a little tell you a little phrase that we use in the business in a moment.
Shite. That's what this is.
Now, we have a saying in the business, it may sound a little bit strange, but it isn't what you draw, it's what you don't draw. So in other words, it's actually knowing the point when to cut off, when to start thinking, yes, I've got it, I'm going to leave it now, because you can't keep working, you can't keep drawing over and over and over. And in actual fact, it can be overworked almost, it can be too much information. So hence the saying that we have, it's, it isn't what you draw, in a sense, it's what you don't draw. So I think we can more or less just about leave it at that. I'm just going to go over that line there, and the paper's a little bit ripped at the bottom. There we go, I'm happy. So I might just draw a couple more movement marks, excuse me, here and there, maybe a couple more at the side.
What is it with your eyes?
Drip on
This is
up
electric
there,
fence.
maybe a
It's
little
not
one
electric.
there.
It's just electric fence.
Now finally, what you need to do
It's my
everyone,
fence. Be whatever I want it
okay,
to
on
be.
your cartoon masterpiece, of course, is put your name. Okay, now I sign all of my work. My name is Andy Gilbert, and I sign all of my work, Andy, and then I loop the Y down there and put the G on there, including the caricatures. So there we go, you've got it. So I'll give you a few more moments before I inspect. Sorry, I meant to say for other people cartoons. So there we go.
Andy.
Now, if you do want another go at this, it'll be a totally different cartoon. It's on Tuesday, the next C day, it'll be in here, but it's a much earlier start, it's 10 o'clock. So it will be a different, well, I tell you what I will do, because I like to actually include it on each cruise I work on. It's a cartoon hippo in the sea, okay, a fun cartoon hippo. Now listen to this short story about the hippo, why I include it, why I draw it, and why I've got it on display. But I won't tell you now. Tempt you to come along. It can be very similar to this, stage by stage, piece by piece. So, before we all sort of, or before I bring the workshop to a close, if I could ask each
Tell you
and
some
every one,
your eyes are good. Are your eyes better than mine?
After three, I want you all to hold them up. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, come on, let's have a look. Wow! Wow!
He's looking at mine, isn't he?
My goodness! Fantastic!
Hey, good days.
These are so good!
To be honest, he's so
Absolutely incredible! My goodness! Wow! Wow, fantastic! Okay, you can put them down. Now, the really bad news is, I'm getting excited about this, but the bad news is for you, but it's exciting for me. On the very first workshop on this particular cruise, which is today, of course, I take each cruise away with me. Only joking! Sorry. I don't want to be saying we're getting into trouble for that. I should just deny everything. So I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all had some good fun. As I say, caricatures, there'll be several sessions in the atrium, and they're all in section 1. They'll all be booked for 7:30. I'll have to try and find it, because it's wherever I can get set up. It's usually on deck 6 for a caricature session. So, before you go, if I could just ask you if you... Finally, thank you all. If you've all enjoyed it, can I just ask a quick favour? Spread the good word, tell everyone all about me, who you meet and greet, whoever it may be. Tell them all about me. Now, just very quickly, if there's anyone amongst you that didn't enjoy it for any reason or reasons, I need to ask you the biggest favour, whoever you may be. If you didn't enjoy it, keep quiet, don't tell anybody. So thanks very much, see you next time. Thank you very much.
Come here.
Thank you.
One more figure out. I'll be selling it on the black market. You all know that's a safe place. Why did they even... Oh, no. Nice, shut it up. But what mission for?
He's handing the pencils back. He's like, yeah.
Oh wow, that's wonderful. Thank you. Enjoyed it. Thank you. That's lovely. Thank you. You're very welcome.
Thank you. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Are you coming back on Tuesday?
Oh, I don't know.
10 o'clock. All right.
Of course you can, yeah. Makes my head swell when people want to. I think what we'll do two. We'll do a serious one like this and then a thumbs up again.
Wow.
No. I have to do that. I always have to do that. Oh, fantastic. Thank you. You enjoyed it?
Did it? Okay, which one looks better? Yours or mine, Dad?
Yours. Running back up to the room.
Well, you 2B? You 3B?
You'll take those one.
Huh? Nice. Look, I'm still on the mission for rubber duckies. Be doing this, boys and girls, and non-binary.